All right, everybody, welcome to the Compass Check-In Show. I'm Chris. If we haven't met, I'm glad to see you, and I'm the lead pastor at Compass Church. And part of the reason that we are doing this is because I just need a check-in. Man, Sunday services, the Sunday live stream is great for a church service, but I think that a lot of us need to connect in different ways. And so we just wanted to create a little bit of a goofy, a little bit of a fun way for people to get connected and check in with each other once a week. So you're going to see some stuff in my house. You're going to see some stuff in other people's houses who are part of Compass. And hopefully you're going to laugh. We're going to have some fun together. So this is episode 1, by the way. And like I said, it could be a train wreck. But train wrecks are, I assume, very watchable. People probably enjoy watching them very much. So what we're going to do first is we're all quarantined, right? And so we felt like it was appropriate for us to kind of give you some tutorials on how to live life quarantined in a little segment that we like to call Cordon Tutorials.
Hello everybody and welcome to Cordon Tutorials. Today we are going to talk about unloading the dishwasher.
Yes, this is probably one of my favorite, definitely my favorite activity to do during quarantine. The first thing I like to do, the best way to start unloading your dishwasher is to make sure that your sink is full of dirty dishes because you've just put off unloading the dishwasher for just weeks, that you've just filled up the sink. You know, who wants to unload it really unless you have a full sink of dirty dishes ready to go in it? Am I right?
Right, like what's the point? Okay, so first step, you're going to open that puppy up.
Yay!
Whoa! Then you're going to grab a towel because even though there is a dry cycle on the machine, it doesn't actually dry anything.
Yeah, we all know those Tupperware lids are going to have droplets of water on them literally for the rest of my life. So,
You kidding?
There you go. And that brings me to the third step. Third step is, you definitely, after you dry the dishes, you got your sink full of dirty dishes, you open it up, start drying. The third most important step is to make sure to think that you have one of the things dried off, but then accidentally spill a gallon of water onto your socks. That is an incredibly important step. If you don't walk around your kitchen with slightly damp socks when you're unloading the dishwasher, I don't know what you're doing. You haven't lived. So that is 100% a necessity when it comes to unloading the dishwasher.
Comfortable feet.
Yes.
They're very important. So then you just unload the dishes and you put them away.
Just put them where they came from, and maybe it feels like it takes too long, but it really just takes maybe 7 minutes. Make sure to clink those dishes together really loud, I guess.
Make sure, especially with the plates.
Yeah, make sure to
quick. You just kind of
just kind of bang them around. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is the fine china, babe. Please just.
We got these for our wedding.
Careful with our china. All right, well that about does it for unloading the dishwasher. Thank you so much for watching our Cordon tutorial, whatever it's called. Enjoy those wet socks, and I hope your sinks have never been fuller.
All right, I absolutely agree with that. I'm totally down with that. I get my socks wet when I'm taking dishes out of the dishwasher all the time. Although, if I'm being totally honest, my socks get wet because other people take dishes out of the dishwasher all the time because I'm not really the one taking dishes out of the dishwasher. So, I love Terry. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the kitchen cooking me dinner. No comment. I'm going to stop right there. I love my wife. She's good. You want to come say hi, Terry? Come say hi. The people want to see you. And they want explanation for why my socks are wet.
That's Trinity's fault. Everybody knows that.
That's true.
Okay. I'm making Asian zing wings. I don't even know where to look. I don't know who to talk to. There's the camera.
Talk to our friends.
Hey, friends. I'm making Asian zing hot wings. And I'm making French fries in the air fryer they're really delicious. And so hurry up. It's going to be great.
I love that we're getting comments and that people say that that's what kids are for. Kids are for drying dishes. I didn't get that memo when we had kids. Justin, will you write a book and just get it out there? We need to know. Speaking of kids, we got a cool little segment called How Kids Are Pranking Their Parents. And so maybe you're sitting at home and kids, you're just looking for ways to prank your parents. I want to encourage you. Watch this video and then maybe this week you prank your parents and you send it in and you might get featured on the next check-in show. But check this out.
There's literally just water coming from the bathroom.
absolutely love this. And my favorite part of this whole video is the glare, the icy cold stare that Dean throws his kids' way at the end of that video. Like, he is absolutely going to make them suffer and pay. Probably he has already. Henriksmeyer kids, if your dad did make you suffer for this, I would love for you to share it. But man, great prank. There's just water all over the bathroom. Good call. You know what? Part of the check-in is checking in with people who are part of Compass. And so we don't get to see each other on a Sunday. You see me, but we don't really get to see each other. And so I wanted to check in with someone who's part of our church. In a weekly segment we're going to do, just touching base with people who are part of Compass, just to see what they're doing, ask them some questions, just get into their minds a little bit so that you can know how they are doing during this time. So today I interviewed Andrew Craig. Buckle up. All right, so Andrew, hey, welcome. How are you doing? What have you been up to?
I'm doing good. I've been going to work every day, so I'm one
like
of those.
Office?
Like office. I'm in my office here.
Andrew Craig.
Here today. So
you have no respect for human life?
Oh my gosh. Well, there's only two of us here in the office, so I figured as long as we stay away from one another, it's good to go.
So you just have no respect for the life of the person you're working with?
Correct. No.
Okay, well that's all right then. Okay, so walk us through, what does a day in the life of Andrew look like right now?
Oh boy, I get here to the office about 6:30 in the morning and start scaling in trucks to haul grain to different grain terminals that are currently making hand sanitizer for all you lovely people, and booze, which are two of the top needed things right now. Hand sanitizer and alcohol, I guess, is what I've been told. So
is that what you've been told?
That's what I've been told, yes. I read it on the internet.
Okay, so I've just got a couple quick questions for you, okay?
Right.
So I just want to pick your brain, because the people of Compass miss you, and they want to know the life of Andrew Craig right now. So a couple questions.
Okay.
Number one, what is the food that you miss the most?
Oh man, I miss Chinese food. I've been craving Chinese for a while now.
Well, you know what? The more they talk about this virus coming from China, I'm the same, man. Every time they talk about it, I'm just like, You know what? Coronavirus, I could use some General Chicken and some egg rolls right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be ordering any bat, but it's going to be something.
Okay, so what food are you eating the most? Because here's the thing. You miss Chinese, but you're also making your own food. So, like, if I had to guess, I'd be like, boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese with the orange powder is probably it. But, like, what are you eating the most?
So I decided to start a diet right before all this stuff kind of hit the fan. And so I ordered Nutrisystem, and I did really good. Yeah, because I'm a fatty. But anyway, I ordered Nutrisystem, and I did really, really good for the first week, and was drinking water, cut out all pop and all that stuff, and started eating healthy. And then this stuff came out, and it just like depression hit. I'm just like, I don't want to touch any of that Nutrisystem stuff. I'm missing my church peeps and missing being able to go out to lunch and the men's supper club and all that stuff. That was kind of my my detox for the day, to be able to go out to eat.
How's the virtual dating life right now?
Non-existent at the time. So yeah, been kind of just focused on other things, I guess. Non-existent is my answer.
Focusing on survival.
Yeah.
What are you watching? What are you binging? What's on Netflix? What are you watching?
Tiger King, baby. Oh no,
I'm so glad you said that, Andrew, because my last question is this.
Yeah.
My literally last thing I was going to ask is, did Carol Baskins do it?
Oh, for sure. She for sure did it. I mean, she needed to wipe sardine oil all over him. Like, come on, get out of here. For sure. For sure.
Andrew, thanks for checking in with us. It was great to have you on the check-in.
Hey, we'll see. Good seeing you.
You too, brother. Dude, thanks for doing this. This is awesome. Man, I miss that guy. Although I miss him less than you probably, because I got to see him today. So there's another thing that since we're all kind of trapped at home, that I want to dig into a little bit, and I don't mind, starting this thing out. And that is this, is that we all have weird things in our houses. You have something weird in your house. I don't know what it is, but it's there. And I thought maybe we should share our one weird thing. So I wanted to start the segment off today. And I don't know if this is the weirdest thing in my house. It's just something that occurred to me. Hanging in my bedroom, as you can see right here to the side of me, I have 3 samurai swords hanging on the wall. They're not good. They're not real or expensive. I just thought they were cool, and I thought it'd be cool to have samurai swords hanging on my wall, and I thought in case the apocalypse ever happened, right now, maybe, I should be prepared, and
But they're gonna be sharpened.
here we are. Cameron's like, please don't hurt yourself, Dad. Don't make me say, by the power of Grayskull, because you don't know what'll happen if I say that with a samurai sword. It could get real weird. And plus, I don't think anybody's ready to see my pectoral muscles and abdominals quite like that. So, man, what are the weird things you have in your house? You can comment below, but I would love it if you took some pictures of maybe just some of the weird stuff that you have laying around your house. Stuff that if people knew is there, they'd be like, what? But let's keep, appropriate. I don't want to see like toilet paper. Although if you have toilet paper, that's not weird. Like, send some my way. We could all use some of that. But anyway, send us some pics we would love to highlight on the next check-in show. What's one weird thing that you have in your house? Now, we want to check in with kids, too, and so we have a new part of the Compass family. His name is Percy, and maybe you saw him on social media, or if you watched our kids service this week, you might have met Percy for the first time, but Percy likes to check in with our kids, too, and we couldn't have a check-in show without checking in with some of our kids, so tune in here for Conversations with Percy.
What? Oh, I'm out of focus. Oh, there I go. Well, hello there, Cora. How are you doing?
Good.
My name is Percy. I hear it's your birthday coming up this week.
Yep.
Yeah? What do you want for your birthday?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff I want.
I understand that. Let me ask you this. What kind of cake do you want to eat for your birthday?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, that sounds delicious. For me, I like to eat garbage, so I'd prefer a cake made of trash. That sounds delicious to me. Yum, 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 yum. Garbage. Have you ever tasted garbage?
No.
Oh, Cora, you should ask your mom to make you some garbage lasagna. It's delicious. So what have you been doing for fun lately, Cora?
I've been playing with my toys.
Ooh, what's your favorite toy? Did you forget?
I have 2.
Ooh, what are they?
American Girl dolls and LOLs.
Oh, my favorite toy is a broken button. I like to throw it up in the air and let it fall on the ground in the mud. That's my game. That's all I do. And eat trash. Do you have any big plans for Easter?
Not really.
No? Are you gonna do it?
Birthday.
Oh, everyone has a birthday coming up around Easter. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Are you gonna watch the Compass Kids service online on Easter?
Yep.
Oh, excellent. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to be there or not, but I might make a quick appearance to say hello to everyone there. But I just want you to know you're the first kid I've got to meet from Compass Kids.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
Well, listen, I'm going to go, but I just wanted to say howdy, say hello, and maybe encourage you sometime this week, maybe you could just try tasting a little bit of trash. Just pull something out of the garbage can, give it a little lick and see if you like it.
Okay.
All right. Well, it was good seeing you. Bye-bye, Cora. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's Percy. Cora, had a blast talking to him. Maybe your kids wanted to have a conversation with Percy too. Just be on the lookout. You never know what's going to happen up and around here. Couple of things we're going to talk about tonight, and the first is this. As a bald man, haircuts for me are pretty straightforward. I don't need scissors. I don't need a hairdresser. I just need a razor, and I just go to town. But there's others of us who aren't bald, and you got that hair. And so I just want to start a new segment called Who Needs a Haircut? And to start it off today, I want to show you my son, Calvin. So Calvin, come on over here, buddy. Just
Hello.
hop on down. Let's get a look at you. How you doing?
I'm good. I just need to say I have to wear hats now inside just because whenever I do e-learning, I can't see my screen because there's hair in my eyes.
So just so you know about Calvin, a little story. When he was like 8 or 9, we were going to get family pictures taken the next day. And he needed a little bit of a trim. At that point, I gave him haircuts because I had hair of my own, and I used clippers to trim myself. And but I just buzzed it real short, and so I just thought that I would I just trim him up a little bit, get him ready for family pictures. So I trimmed my hair first, and I didn't use a guard at the time for myself, and I had forgotten that I didn't put the guard back on the trimmers, and I took off all of my son's hair on accident the day before family pictures. So I'm glad it's memorialized and it's documented. So that's Calvin. But Calvin, you're not feeling like that anymore, are you?
Not really, but now I have too much.
Too much? Let's see.
Just like, as you see, it now covers my face, so now I look like the true edgy teen that I'm meant to be.
Yeah, you look like you should be like fronting an emo rock band in 2003.
Just so I can see the light of day.
All right, well, Calvin, thanks for sharing. Why don't you go join the Black Parade somewhere, and we'll...
I'm gonna let Echo out. She keeps bothering me.
Yeah, my dog's being a spaz. I think Echo... It's like she thinks I'm talking to people for real, and so she's spazzing out. So who needs a haircut? Maybe you need a haircut. If you need a haircut, send us your way. We want to see some pics, share them up, and we would love to see how bad you need a haircut. Now, okay, we're gonna end here really quick. Couple quick things though. Every week though, we are always going to have one Bible part of our check-in show, and this is the Bible part. And here's the thing: this isn't going to be super touchy-feely. I just wanted to talk to you about something that I think is interesting, or something that you might like thinking about, or something that maybe you didn't know about the Bible. So I'm just going to share a couple quick things with you just for a minute. Don't tune out, I promise. This is going to be cool. You're going to like this. Okay, so I'm going to share some verses with you. We just came out of Easter, and we know the story. Jesus was crucified, he died, he was buried in a tomb, and he was risen from the dead. Now, the tomb he was buried in belonged to a man named Joseph of Arimathea. And Joseph actually shows up in all 4 of the gospel accounts, in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And this is interesting. Check this out. The first thing about Joseph we see in Matthew chapter 27 says this, that as evening approached, Joseph, a rich man from Arimathea, who'd become a follower of Jesus, went to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. So Matthew tells us about Joseph, and here's what we know, that he was a rich man and he was a follower of Jesus. Now, if you only read Matthew, that's all you would know about Joseph, and you think, oh, that's kind of interesting. But there's more. Check this out. John chapter 19:38. After Jesus died, Joseph of Arimathea, who had been a secret disciple of Jesus, because he feared the Jewish leaders, asked Pilate for permission to take down Jesus' body. So Joseph of Arimathea, he wasn't just a rich guy who was a follower of Jesus. He was a secret follower of Jesus because he was afraid of the Jewish leaders. He was afraid that they were gonna mess with his stuff because he was a follower of Jesus. Now, okay, that gives a little more background on the guy, but check this out. There's more. Mark 15:42, as evening approached, Joseph of Arimathea took a risk and went to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. And check this out. Joseph was an honored member of the high council, and he was waiting for the kingdom of God to come. So Joseph was rich. Joseph was a follower of Jesus, but a secret follower of Jesus because he was afraid of what the Jewish leaders would say. And now we know why, because Joseph was on the high council of the Jewish religious leaders who voted to condemn Jesus to death. Joseph was on that council. And there's more. Check this out. Luke chapter 23. Now there was a good and righteous man named Joseph. So we're speaking to his character right now. He was a good guy. He was a member of the Jewish high council, but he had not agreed with the decision and actions of the other religious leaders. He was from the town of Arimathea in Judea, and he was waiting for the kingdom of God to come, and he went to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. So the reason I wanted to share all of these accounts with you is not because I wanted you necessarily to know about Joseph of Arimathea, although that's kind of cool. But here's what I want you to know, is that different parts of the Bible speak to different parts of the Bible. It was written by a bunch of different authors at a bunch of different times with a bunch of different perspectives. And what to one author may have been a very important perspective to highlight the fact that he was a rich guy may have been less important to someone who wanted to highlight the fact that he was a secret disciple of Jesus that he didn't want anybody to know, which might have been a totally different perspective from someone who wanted to make sure you knew that someone on the high council of Jewish religious leaders who sent Jesus to the cross to die disagreed with that decision and actually paid money to bury Jesus. So the Bible is full of all these interesting little tidbits and facts, and you will only find them when you read it. So I encourage you, read it. There's cool stuff in there. There's stuff in there that you will not want to miss. So we're going to wrap up, and before we do, we have one final segment that I want to share with you. And I just want to break it down and get a little more serious. I know that some of us are worn out. Maybe you have you're a little anxious. You got some anxiety going. You're stressed. I know this. Some of you guys are working from home and homeschooling your kids at the same time. That is miserable. That's really hard. And you're doing a lot of work and you're giving it your all. And so we have a segment in the check-in show that we call Screaming into a Pillow. And what we're all going to do is together in our homes, wherever you're at, we're just going to grab a pillow. Cameron's going to do this for us. We're going to grab a pillow. And so grab a couch, a bed pillow, a hemorrhoid pillow. I don't know if you have one of those, but I mean, if it's clean. And we're all just here, scoot on up here so the camera sees it. We're just going to all together just scream into our pillow. So Cameron's going to stand in for us.
Okay.
And so this is Compass, the check-in show, screaming in a pillow.
Yeah, so
Cameron?
Okay, I'll explain my pillow choice so I'll give you some time to get your pillow. I picked this really fluffy polka dot pillow. It's really nice and soft. I sleep on it every night, and I really like it. Okay, so what you do is you just take your pillow like you're going to smother somebody, but you're doing it to your own face.
So you're smothering yourself.
Yes, you're smothering yourself with love and hugs and releasing your frustration into that. So you go like this.
Okay.
And then you just scream.
Okay, so that's a good technique. Is it kind of an upward or is it an outward and in? What do you prefer?
I prefer the upward. I think it flows a little bit better because outward it's a little aggressive. It feels like you're being hit if it's outward.
And last, do you breathe in before the pillow's on your face? Or do you breathe in when the pillow's on your face before your scream?
That's a very good question. You breathe in before you take the pillow, and as my choir teacher told me, you want to take a deep breath and you want to feel your stomach push out. Like, that's a good singer's breath, and so that's a good screaming breath.
A deep diaphragm scream into the pillow together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's all scream into our pillows together. 1, 2, 3. All right. That should make you feel better. Thanks for tuning into the very first check-in show. And we're going to do this every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Indefinitely, I suppose, just until, I guess life becomes normal or I get booed off of the internet. So man, send us your pranks, kids. I'm giving you permission to prank your parents as their spiritual authority and leader. Send us your haircuts. Send us some weird stuff in your house. We would love to get you on the check-in show next week, but we will see you Sunday at the Compass live stream. It's great to see all of you.